for Shughart. And any other losses that you guys took for the season?
We lost our whole defensive line, because they were all seniors, and they're all like good defenders too. So.
So you do have anyone stepping into those roles, or any newcomers that are going to step into those roles?
3 new seniors are going to be our new defensive line, probably.
Okay.
We had them on the JV team. They were all a unit together, so they're all going to be playing together again. They're just moving up now, so we'll have them all.
Even though we lost a good group of seniors, I think we still have some seniors this year that are stepping up to the plate, and I'm fully confident in our new defensive line.
So even though they're new, do you guys have like a tight-knit group still?
Yeah, definitely.
Our seniors are very close.
Yeah.
Because we're all like friends outside of field hockey too, so it helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Together.
So going into the season, you guys didn't make the playoffs last season. Is that one of your goals going into the season?
Definitely, because I think we were like 1 win away last season, so we were really close. So I think we can definitely do it this year.
It was weird to think about based on our past, and then if somebody would have told me that we would have been 1 spot away from going to playoffs, I would have thought you would have been crazy. And thanks to Coach Clip, our team actually did get that close. And so it's definitely a goal for this season to get us to playoffs.
Yeah, it was different for me because I just moved here last year. So last year was my first year here at Carlisle. And when I first got here, they told me like the field hockey team like is kind of shaky, like especially like with the coaching staff situation we had. And then we got here, we did really well, and I was like, I didn't know the team we had, but the team we have now is really strong.
So how was your first season last season?
I loved it. I've always, I've never really had a problem with teams, like, with, like, groups of girls in it, but, like, our team was really close. Like, everyone, like, the seniors and the freshmen, like, we were all friends, and that just made it 10 times better.
Did you guys, did you guys have any games last season you felt like you really could have won, like any really close heartbreakers or anything?
There were.
I think you actually mentioned that to me on the
number of
phone
those.
a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah, we were in the game in a lot of those games, and we just couldn't put the ball on the
I remember
page.
that now, yeah.
Definitely games that we were tied either 0-0 or 1-1 for the longest time, and it came down to the end of the game.
The most heartbreaking ones were when we would go into overtime with teams, and like we had a kind of rivalry going back and forth with Cedar Cliff last year. We went into overtime with them at our field, and we won in overtime, and then we went into overtime again with them at their field, and we actually lost, and that was heartbreaking that it came that close and we went that far.
Especially because you know it's a sudden death game, so when the other team scores, you think that should have been us because only one team gets to score, so you're so close, but you just don't get there.
Right. You definitely think that rivalry will continue that hard this year? Or You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Yeah, and we'll all have to step up if we do go into overtime again, because Taylor was kind of like our main scorer, so whenever we would go into overtime, we would get her the ball, and she would normally like put it in. So we just have to make sure we can all step up and continue to win in overtime.
And make sure it's all 7 people in the field together.
Yeah.
Well, all 11. You know,
Well,
during the hopefully we won't get to that
Yeah.
point where we're going to have to put 7 on the field.
Then.
Right.
Oh, you know, and I agree with these girls in that, you know, we're really working hard to build a culture of team and a culture of unity, and so that, you know, the whole team is playing defense, the whole team is playing offense, and we're working as one unit out there, and I really feel like they're going to be able to do that this year, and they're getting more and more familiar with each other and working, and they worked hard this summer too. There's a group of them that have been working hard this summer, off season, which is very, which is different, I think, than what they've had in the past, and so. Yeah, I'm really confident that they're improving and that we will have a better season this year.
It's awesome. Do you think those, sorry if I can keep going.
Go ahead.
Do you think those overtime experiences really helped you guys as far as learning pressure situations and how to handle it better next season?
Definitely.
Even as a coach.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
I think it also helped us learn the importance of conditioning, because when you get to that overtime and you know this is it, and that's like you've already played 50 minutes or so, like whether you played the whole game or just in, but that's when you really need to just have it all, and you can't lose it because that's when it's important to push it out.
They were confidence builders too. I think these girls didn't know that they could compete as well as they competed. They went out and competed against every team that they played against. You know, they didn't back down no matter who it was. So, and you know, that's what I think that they really did well last year, and I'm hoping that they will continue to do that this year. You know.
Awesome.
And,
So I guess our last question is, any other goals for the season?
well, we definitely want to make district playoffs. That's definitely one of our number one goals, and to increase our team unity, and to compete every time we go out on that field. So to the best of our ability, and see what happens from there.
I think another goal for us, it's kind of what you said, that our team, like, to be all together as one, like, and build to be the strongest team that we could, like, all together and play together as a team.
Yeah, instead of individuals, you know, we're trying to bring them together so it's not just one person scoring. We've got four people that are, you know, equally scoring instead of relying on just one person. So, and Jessie will hold the backfield together because, you know, she's the goalie and she's the sergeant back there. So she'll be communicating with our new defense, and I hope, you know, that'll come together quickly in the backfield. So
I'm personally hoping for a win over State College.
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah,
And away.
a lot of times when we play teams at home and beat them, and then when we played them away on like turf, it was a lot harder for us to win because like we got really close to like tying Cumberland Valley, and they're like the best team in our division. So, but then when we played them on their turf, we kind of got crushed. So hopefully this season we'll be able to like either level it out or beat more teams.
Yeah.
well, we
Really
definitely
good
have the home field advantage.
Yeah.
So I do like to see those turf teams come to our field
yeah.
because we do have that, you know, home field advantage, definitely. And then we're training on the all-weather track. We're training on, well, we had a little bit of training on Dickinson Field. This year we're going to Messiah College to train and get them prepared and ready for turf. So, so hopefully we'll get some of these turf teams, you know, at their field this year.
Yeah.
Do you think home field advantage is a huge thing in field hockey, or do you think you guys kind of struggled with that a little more than other teams last year?
For us,
I think
it
for
was
us
a major
it's a home
advantage.
field
Because so many teams don't know what to do on grass because it's so different.
It's a completely
So
different game.
that gives us a big advantage. But I think like learning to use that to our advantage, but also getting turf skills is important for the season.
Like we
Okay.
love a turf field, but having the grass field when so many other schools don't gives us such an advantage over them because, I mean, they're used to like really smooth, like they don't have to worry about it bumping, so they're not ready for that when they come play us.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Nothing else?
All right. No.
I'm good.
Okay,
All right. Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
for
Appreciate
having
it.
us.
That's good.
Shots.
Yep.